Hello there, my name is Colm. I'm a UX designer, and this is my final distinction project for the Figma Essentials course with Bring Your Own Laptop. For this project, we had to show a brief and a persona for the project. So the persona here is based on myself. So it reads here, Colm is in his late 30s and lives in London with his wife and dog. In his spare time, he enjoys socializing with friends. He loves Italy and Italian food and culture. And the brief then was to redesign the buying process for the Birra Moretti website. So Birra Moretti is quite a popular Italian beer, I guess, alongside some of its competitors like Peroni, Angelo Peretti, and Manabre that would be sold in the UK, Ireland, and Europe. And the website here is quite, I would say, quite a busy looking website in the sense there's a lot of descriptions here, a lot of things that probably like articles and things like that, a lot of information. And even in the header bar here, I've noticed there's like 8 different topics before, you know, you get to the real goal of the probably the site, which is for people to buy the product. So I think it suffers a bit too much from being a bit busy and it's kind of hard to understand really where to go when you get into the website as a user. So what I feel as well is this buy now option. Uh, Usually on websites that might be a button or something. Here the font is kind of a bit more bold, but it doesn't really stand out, and it's the last option here as well. So here when you click the buy now option, you're brought to this screen to buy Birra Moretti. And you can see here there's a list of retail outlets which you can add to your online basket, which I do like, although that's a bit misconstrued because actually when you click in here to say Tesco, it takes you off the Birra Moretti website itself. And now this is only, I've noticed this in Tesco. I haven't noticed this with all the retailers, but with Tesco here, you can see it's not actually bringing you to the Birra Moretti product. So my idea of a redesign is basically this. Simplify the top toolbar here. Actually, if I go here, I can go back to the start. So what I've done here on the home page, I've simplified the header bar here at the start. Unfortunately, I couldn't use the same font. They use kind of a specialized font on this website. So I've used Enter here. But basically I've made it that the buy now button is prominent. There's only 4 options here because a lot of people probably will click that option instead of clicking home. So I've kept it to 4 options. I actually did a whole uh, website redesign, like homepage redesign, as kind of a little project for our portfolio. But here we're kind of most concerned with the buying process. So when you click buy now, this prototype, here you suddenly have the 3 different products. So again, it's kind of zoning in what the user needs, what they're looking for. I've kept the kind of retail outlets kind of screen like this because I think it doesn't give any of them priority. I imagine a lot of them have a relationship with Moretti, so you don't want to give one priority over the others. And then the option here I've added is that when you click buy now, it opens this overlay. And within the overlay, it would also give you a drop down here that you could pick your option of which which quantity or pack you wanted for the beer. And then when clicking that, it would have this little table here, which shows you the retailers, shows you the price for the product and whether it's in stock. And you click buy now and be taken to the external website where the product is sold. So what I kind of like with this option is that it kind of lets you do pretty much probably 90% of the buying process before you actually leave the Moretti website. And I think as a whole, it makes sure that the customers are probably getting the best value, and it would gain kind of user trust as well with the website. And I just want to finish by saying that I'm not associated with Moretti in any way, shape, or form. I do not work for them. But thank you very much.